What's up, my Acty people? Chris Fairbanks here. Got my 95 Street Raccoon here in the background. I've only had this thing about a week and a half, but in that time, I've already bought about 5 super cheap accessories for it, which are incredibly helpful. So I'm going to share them with you. You might want to get one if you end up getting one of these. Here it is. Okay, so number one, if you are not used to driving something that's right-hand drive or a stick or as small and squirrely as this thing is, even if you are, I'm going to recommend you get a head unit that has Bluetooth so you can talk on your phone hands-free. I've got one here, just a cheap little unit from Walmart. I'm not hooking up a stereo system in this thing. I just want to hear something and be able to talk on the phone. So I got a super cheap head unit. Now I can talk hands-free while driving, which is very important. It already requires a decent amount of concentration to drive this thing, so you definitely want to keep your hands on the wheel. So that's the first thing, in no particular order. Number two, this thing is a fish tank on the inside. There are 0 blind spots, but the factory mirror does not take advantage of all this visibility because it's so small. I recommend you get a big mirror. These are known as Broadway mirrors, and man, I can see everything. I can even see out the passenger side at the blind spots, cars coming up on my left. Again, those are called Broadway mirrors. They're cheap. A great addition to the Acty. Okay, so the next thing here is I have added some rubber that I cut to fit in this tray right here at the front of the vehicle. Now I did that because there's a lot of area there for you to store stuff and toss your phone up there and toss extra keys and stuff like that, but it's just gonna slide all over the place the first corner you take. So you can get these little sticky pads that they sell. I just use this rubber that I had because I have rolls of it. It's not as sticky as the sticky pads, but it's better than the plastic. It keeps stuff from sliding all over the place. So that was incredibly helpful and very cheap. These fans also do not come with a cup holder. If you're like me and you drink liquids, you're going to want a cup holder. So here's one that's on the interwebs. You can 3D print it or get somebody you know with a 3D printer to print it. And it goes right here. And I have used it and it works perfectly fine. Another super cheap, incredibly helpful accessory for your Acty. And then this last one, the Acty has sort of a gigantic windshield, and the sun at the very top can get right into your eyes. And so that's why I tinted this top of the windshield. Now, they actually sell rolls of tint that are like 6 inches wide, and they're pretty much exactly for this. That's what I used it for. Super cheap, incredibly helpful. And that is all of the super cheap mods. There are others that are not so cheap. Maybe I'll get to those in another video. Thanks.